Welcome to Doctor's Insight. Imagine finding a fortune hidden within the walls of your newly acquired home. That's exactly what happened to Tono Pinheiro, a builder by trade, who had recently purchased a property that had been abandoned for nearly 4 decades. A house that was meant to serve as his peaceful retreat during the golden years of his life. Little did he know, it was hiding a secret of its own. Before we proceed, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel for more educating and informative contents like this. Tono was in the process of renovating this retirement haven, hammering and drilling, bringing life back to an old structure. It was during this process that he made an unexpected discovery. Nestled within the walls of this unassuming house were 6 Nesquik cans. Now, you might be thinking, what's so special about old cans of chocolate milk powder? Well, these were no ordinary cans. These cans were filled, not with delicious chocolate powder, but with something far more valuable. Tono had found a staggering £47,000 worth of banknotes, carefully stashed away and forgotten. A discovery that could make anyone's heart race and mind whirl. Imagine the rush of excitement, the disbelief, the joy that Tono must have felt in that moment. A simple renovation had turned into a treasure hunt, and he had struck gold. But this was no pirate's loot. This was a fortune hidden in plain sight within the walls of his own home. But as we often find in life, every story has its twists and turns, and this story is no exception. While Tono had indeed found a fortune, he was about to discover that not everything was as it seemed. But as we all know, not all that glitters is gold. The joy of finding such an immense amount of money can be overwhelming, but there's always a catch. Imagine the excitement that surged through Tono Pinheiro as he unearthed a small fortune, hidden away in the most unsuspecting of places. Nestled within the confines of ordinary Nesquik cans, a staggering £47,000 worth of banknotes lay, waiting to be discovered. It was as if a long-forgotten dream had suddenly come true, like a story ripped straight from the pages of an adventure novel. This was not just a windfall, it was a life-altering discovery. But as the initial wave of euphoria began to recede, reality set in. The money, although substantial, came with a significant catch. The banknotes were old, relics of a time gone by. In an ironic twist of fate, the Bank of Spain, the very institution that once issued these notes, no longer accepted them. This was the catch, a cruel jester's trick that turned a dream into a complex puzzle. Can you picture the sinking feeling of holding a fortune in your hands, only to realize that it may be worthless? The excitement that once filled the air would have been replaced by a heavy silence, a realization of the challenge that lay ahead. This was not the end of Tono's adventure. Instead, it was the beginning of a new chapter, one filled with uncertainty and intrigue. The discovery of such a fortune was a moment of pure, unadulterated joy, swiftly followed by a sobering reality check. But it was also a reminder that life is full of surprises. Some of these surprises are wonderful, like finding a fortune hidden in the walls of your home. Others, however, demand a bit more problem-solving, a bit more grit. Sometimes unexpected treasures come with unexpected challenges. When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade, and that's exactly what Tono did. With a fortune in his hands, yet a catch that prevented him from enjoying it all, Tono found himself in a conundrum. But he didn't let this setback dampen his spirits. He resolved to make the most of this unexpected windfall. You see, the Bank of Spain no longer accepted the old notes that Tono had found. This could have been a dead end. But Tono, with his resourcefulness, found a way. He managed to exchange some of the old currency. Not the whole stash, mind you, but he was able to salvage £30,000 from the collection of old notes. Quite a sum, wouldn't you say? Now you might be wondering, what did Tono do with this unexpected cash injection? Well, he did what any smart homeowner would do. He reinvested it into his home. Tono used the money to pay for a new roof for his retirement home. Imagine that one moment you're tearing down old walls, the next you're installing a new roof, paid for by a hidden treasure you found within those very walls. It's almost poetic, isn't it? Tono's story is a reminder that life can be full of surprises, that the most ordinary tasks can lead to extraordinary discoveries. It teaches us that when faced with a challenge, a little creativity and resourcefulness can go a long way. Tono could have seen the outdated currency as a lost cause, but he chose to see it as an opportunity. In doing so, he didn't just find hidden treasure, he created value from it. He transformed what could have been a disappointment into a solution. And in the end, his retirement home benefited from it. A new roof, all thanks to a stash of old banknotes hidden in Nesquik cans. So what's the outcome of Tono's unexpected discovery? A renovated home, a new roof, and a story to tell. A story of surprise, resourcefulness, and making the most out of an unexpected situation. In the end, what seemed like a fortune turned out to be a helpful hand in his renovation project. And that, my friends, is the beauty of life's unexpected turns. Every story has a lesson, and Tono's story is no different. As we've journeyed through Tono Pinero's unexpected discovery, we've been privy to a tale that's as much about surprise riches as it is about life's unpredictable twists and turns. It's a story that highlights the importance of adaptability, resilience, and making the best out of difficult situations. Tono's tale reminds us that life can often be like a home renovation project. We might have a blueprint in our hands, a clear idea of what we're looking to build. But when we start tearing down walls and peeling back layers, we often find the unexpected. And the unexpected, much like Tono's trove of old banknotes, can either be a boon or a bane, depending on how we react to it. In Tono's case, he found an unexpected fortune, but there was a catch. The notes were old, and the Bank of Spain no longer accepted them. But did he let this setback deter him? No, he sought a solution, managed to exchange some of the currency, and used it to pay for a new roof. His adaptability in the face of adversity is a lesson for us all. Tono's story also highlights the importance of optimism and perseverance. Even when faced with the disappointment of not being able to cash in all his unexpected fortune, he chose to focus on the positive. He saw the value in what he could salvage, rather than dwelling on what he could not. And finally, Tono's story teaches us that sometimes the real treasure isn't in what we find, but in what those discoveries lead us to. Yes, he found a fortune, but more importantly, he found a way to improve his home, his sanctuary, and that's something that money can't buy. So, as we wrap up Tono's tale, let's take these lessons to heart. In the face of the unexpected, let's strive to be adaptable, optimistic, and resilient. Let's remember that even when life throws us a curveball, there's always a way to turn it into a home run. And that's the story of Tono Pinero, a man who found a fortune, faced a catch, but still managed to come out on top. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel, like, share, and comment. Thanks for watching.